Hi everyone, hope you all are good. So we're going to start with grade 8 maths. So you can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 8 maths and then click on view all lessons. So there you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter 1 variable inequalities. And the lessons we're going to cover today are graph inequalities on number lines, write inequalities from number lines, solve one-step inequalities, graph solutions to one-step inequalities. So let's start with the first lesson, that is graph inequalities on number lines. Please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. Let's start with the first one, that is graph inequalities on number lines. Graph x is less than -1. Got it? So the inequality x is less than 1 means that x can be any number less than -1. Got it? But -1 is not included. Got it? Since x cannot be -1, there should be an open circle located on -1 because -1 is not included. Got it? Since x can be less than -1, there should be an arrow pointing to the left. Got it? So the first option, this is the correct one. The open circle means -1 is not included and you have an arrow on the left side. Got it? Okay, the next one is x is greater than 8. That means the inequality x is greater than 8 means it can be any number that can be greater than 8. Got it? So 8 is not, x cannot be equal to 8. Got it? So on 8, it is an open circle. Got it? So x is greater than 8, so you have to point an arrow that is pointing to the right hand side. Got it? Let's just start with the test questions so that we can do the practice questions. Okay, x is less than equal to 10. So the inequality means x is less than and equal to 10. Got it? That means now it is a closed circle. Got it? Because 10 is included. And also all the values are less than 10. So the arrow is pointing on the left hand side. So this would be the correct option because 10 is included. So 10 has a closed circle and the arrow is on the left hand side. So it would be the less values are on the left side. So it would be the second option. Got it? Okay, x is greater than 2. Got it? That means 2 is, x cannot be 2. Got it? So 2 has an open circle and also x is greater than 2. So it graph So it must be pointing at the right hand side, because on the right hand side you have all the greater values that are greater than 2. Got it? So the correct option is the first one. Got it? Okay, then next one is x is less than 1. That means x cannot be negative 1, but all the values that are less than negative 1. Got it? So there you have an open circle at negative 1, because negative 1 is not included. Got it? And all the values are less, so graph must be pointing on the left hand side. So option number 1 is the correct option. Got it? So the correct option is option number 1. Just select the correct option, then click on the OK button. Okay, x is greater than 4. So that means x cannot be 4. Got it? So you have an open circle at x equal 4. So that would be on the second option. Got it? And all the values are greater than 4. That means x can be any value that is greater than 4. So it would be at the right hand side of the graph, must be pointing at the right hand side. So it would be the second option. Got it? So select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is x is greater than equal to 5. That means x can be 5 and all the values that are greater than 5. That means on 5 you have a closed circle and all the values are greater than 5. So it would be on the right hand side. The arrow is on the right hand side. So the correct option is the second one. Got it? Oh, I forgot to click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is x is greater than equal to 6. That means x can be 6 and any number that is greater than 6. Got it? So that means at 6 it is a closed circle and all the values are greater than 6. So the graph must be pointing at the right hand side. So it would be the first option. Got it? X is greater than 8. That means x can be any number that is greater than 8. But 8 is, x cannot be 8. Got it? So that means on at 8 you have an open circle and all the values are greater than 8. So graph must be pointing at the right hand side. Got it? So option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the test by yourself later today. Let's just move on to the next lesson. Write inequality number line. Okay, now you are given the number line. You have to write down the inequality from the number line. Got it? Let's start with the first example. What inequality does the number line show? You are given a number line. You have to write down the inequality from the number line. Okay. We want to write an inequality that says x can be anything shown by the arrow and circle. The filled in circle located on 2 means x can be equal to 2. Got it? The arrow pointing to the right side means x can be any number greater than 2. Got it? So since x can be any number greater than or equal to 2, so inequality is x is greater than equal to 2. Got it? So basically you have to look for the two things, the arrow and the circle. If the circle is filled, the filled circle, that means the point is also included in the graph. And if the graph is pointing on the right hand side, that means all the values are greater values. Got it? Let's look at the second example. What inequality does the number line show? Okay, you have a filled in circle at 4. That means 4 is included in the graph. That means x can be equal to 4. And the graph is pointing on the right hand side, so that means all the values are greater than 4. So it would be x is greater than equal to 4. Got it? Let's just start with the test questions. Okay, write inequality. What inequality does the number line show? So you have to look for the inequality. Okay, so we have a filled in circle at 2. Got it? That means x is greater than equal to 2. Got it? And also the graph is pointing on the left hand side. That means all the value are less than, that means x is less than equal to 2. Got it? So the correct option is option number 1. That is x is less than equal to 2. Got it? So just select the correct option and click on the option number 1 is the correct option. So just select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is what inequality does the number line show? So we have an open circle at 9. Got it? That means 9x cannot be equal to 9. Got it? And the graph is pointing on the right hand side. That means all values are greater than 9. Got it? So it would be x is greater than 9. Okay, so the correct option is x is greater than 9. Okay, the next one is what inequality does the number line show? So we have an open circle at 1. That means 1 cannot be equal to, x cannot be equal to 1. Got it? So all the graph is pointing on the left hand side. That means all values are less than 1. So x is less than 1. Just select the correct option then click on the OK button. X is less than 1. Okay, the next one is what inequality does the number line show? So which is the correct option? So you have a filled in circle at 7. That means 7x can be equal to 7. Got it? And also the graph is at the right hand side, pointing on the arrow pointing on the right hand side. That means all the values are greater than negative 7. So it is x is greater than negative 7. Negative 7, option number 2 is the correct option. Got it? Because it is, the graph is at the point is at the negative 7. So it would be x is greater than equal to negative 7. Okay, what inequality does the number line show? Which is the correct option? We have an open circle at 8. That means x cannot be equal to 8. Got it? So the graph is pointing on the left side. That means x is less than 8. Got it? So just select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, what inequality does number line show? So which is the correct option? So it is x is less than equal to negative 8. Got it? Because we have a closed circle at 8, filled in circle at 8. That means negative 8 is also included. Yes, that is option number 2. Very good. Okay, the next one is what inequality does the number line show? Write your answer starting with x. So which is the correct option? The correct option is you have a open circle at 5. That means x cannot be 5. So x is greater than 5. Got it? Because all the values are greater than 5. So option number 1 is the correct option. X is greater than 5. Got it? Okay, the next one is what inequality does the number line show? So which is the correct option? We have an open circle at 6. That means x cannot be equal to 6. And also the graph is pointing at the right hand side. That means all the values must be greater than 6. So it is the correct option is the inequality is x is greater than 6. Got it? So it is x is greater than 6. Okay, which is the correct option for next one? What inequality does the number line show? Be quick. Which is the correct option? We have an open circle at 7. So it would be x is greater than negative 7. Got it? The correct option is x is greater than. The second option is the correct one. Very good. Okay, the next one is what inequality does the number line show? Which is the correct option? We have a filled in circle at 4. That means x can be equal to 4. Got it? And the graph is pointing at the right hand side. That means the all numbers must be greater than 5. X is greater than 4. The correct option is x is greater than equal to 4. Got it? Okay, you can complete the test by yourself later today. Let me just move on to the next lesson. The next lesson is solve one step inequalities. Let's just start with the next lesson, that is solve one step inequalities. Okay, let's start with the first one. Solve for W. So you have to do like we do the one step equations. Got it? You just have to do or reverse operations to calculate the value of the x. Let's start with the first example. W plus 2 is less than 7. So to solve the variable, we have to use the inverse operations to undo the operations in the inequality. Got it? Like you have W plus 2, you have to isolate the W. Got it? So you have to remove that 2 that is adding to W. That means you have to subtract 2. Got it? So the correct option is if our W is less than 5. Got it? Okay, the next one is G over 2 is less than equal to 2. Okay, so G over 2, you have to remove the D, remove the 2 that is in the that is right below the G. Got it? You have to basically isolate the G. So opposite to division is, okay, let's just start with the test questions so that we can do practice questions. Okay, the first one is 2z is greater than equal to 8. So first of all, we have to isolate the variable z. Got it? So 2 is multiplying to z. So you have to, 2 is multiplying to z. So opposite to multiplication is division. Got it? So you have to divide both sides by 2. Got it? 2 and 2 cancel out and you are left with z is greater than 2 times what number is 8? 2 times 4 is 8. So the correct option is z is greater than 4. So the correct option is z is greater than equal to 4. Option number 1 is the correct option, not 2. The correct option is z is greater than 4. Okay, the next one is solve for k plus 5 is greater than 9. Got it? So you have to isolate the variable k. That means you have to remove that positive 5 from here. Got it? So opposite to addition is subtraction. Just subtract both sides by 5. So 9, 5 take away 5 is 0. You are left with just g. That means g equal 9 take away 5 is 4. That means the correct option is, sorry, it is k not g. That means it is k is equal to 4. So that means all the values that are greater than 4 are included in the graph. Got it? So k is greater than 4. So the select option is option number 2. Very good. Just select the correct option, then click on the OK button. The next one is h plus 4 greater than equal to 9. So you have to remove 4 from the other side because you have to isolate the variable h. So to isolate the variable, you have to remove that 4. So 4 is adding. That means you have to subtract 4 both sides. Got it? Okay, 4 minus 4 is 0 and 9 minus 4 is 5. That means 0. That means the correct option is h is greater than equal to 5. Got it? Okay, the next one is h plus 1 is greater than 5. So you have to isolate the variable h. So opposite to addition is subtraction. So just subtract 1 both sides. So it would be h plus 1 minus 1 and you have to do 5 minus 1. Got it? So 1 minus 1 is 0. You're left with h and 5 minus 1 is 4. So it would be x is greater than 4. H is greater than 4. So the correct option is h is greater than 4. Okay, the next one is solve for h. So you have to isolate the variable h. So you have to take away 8 both sides. So you're left with, thank you so much. So it would be h plus 8 equals less than equal to 10. So that means you have to take away 8 both sides. So it would be 10 minus 8 is 2. So it is h is less than equal to 2. The correct option is h is less than equal to 2. Just select the correct option and click on the OK button. Yes, very good. Okay, the next one is b over 3 is greater than equal to 3. So you have to isolate the variable b. So you have to remove the 3 that is dividing. So opposite to division is multiplication. Got it? So just multiply both sides by 3. So it would be 3 and 3 cancel out and you are left with b is greater than or equal to 3 times 3 is 9. So the correct option is b is greater than or equal to 9. Got it? So just select the correct option, then click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is w plus 9 is less than or equal to 10. So you have to isolate the variable w. So subtract 9 both sides. So what is the value of w? It is 10 minus 9. So 10 minus 9 is 1. Got it? So it would be w is less than or equal to 1. Option number 1 is the correct option, isn't it? So the correct option is xw is less than or equal to 1. Got it? Option number 1 is the correct option. Very good. Just select the correct option, then click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is yes, very good. The next one is g over 2 is less than or equal to 2. So you have to isolate the variable g and g is dividing by 2. So opposite to division is multiplication. Got it? So just multiply both sides, they cancel out and you're left with g is less than or equal to 2 times 2 is 4. Got it? So the correct option is you are not given with 4. But why? The correct option is 4. Got it? You are not given with the correct option here. Let's just select the any option. Okay, the next one is 5t is less than 10. So you have to isolate the variable t. That means you have to divide both sides by 5. So which is the correct option? T has a value. Which is the correct option? Option 1 or option 2? So the correct option is 2. Got it? 10 divided by option number 2 is the correct option. Very good. T is less than 2. Okay, the next one is b plus 4 is less than 6. So you have to isolate the variable b. So you have to subtract 4 both sides. So you're left with 6 take away 4 is yes, very good. That is option number 2. B is less than 2. That is the correct option. Okay, the next one is t plus 7 is greater than or equal to 10. So you have to isolate the variable t. Just subtract both sides by 7. So 10 take away 7 is so it is t is greater than or equal to 3. Option number 1 is the correct option. 10 take away 7 is 3. So option number 1 is the correct option. Got it? Okay, you can complete the test by yourself later today. Let me just move on to the next lesson. The next lesson is graph solutions to one-step inequalities. Let's just start with the next lesson, that is graph solutions to one-step inequalities. Okay, let's start with the first option. Solve the inequality and graph the solution. So you have to solve the inequality. Got it? Just solve the inequality like we are doing in the lesson, right? We just did. You have to a plus 2 is greater than 3. Got it? So you have to isolate the variable a. So you have to remove that 2 from this side. Got it? So opposite to addition is subtraction. So just subtract both sides. So it would be a is greater than 1. Got it? So now the graph tell us solution. The inequality a is greater than means that a can be any number greater than 1. Got it? So just plot the graph. 1 is not included, so it has an open circle, and then you have to all the values are greater than 1, so then it would be the right hand side of the mart. Got it? So it would be a is greater than 1. So let's just start with the practice questions. You can have a look on the tutorial by yourself later today. So let's just start with the test. Okay, r subtract 3 greater than 1. You have to isolate the r. Got it? That means you have to remove that negative 3. So to remove negative 3, you have to add both sides by 3. Got it? 3 minus 3 is 0. So at this side, you are left with 3, and 3 plus 1 equals 4. Got it? So it would be r is greater than 4. So now you have to graph the inequality. So 4 is because it is just greater. That means 4 cannot be included. So 4 must have an open circle, and the arrow is on the right hand side. Got it? Because all the values are greater than 4. So option number 1 is the correct option. Got it? So it is x is greater than equal to 4, and option number 1 is the correct option. Got it? Just select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is a plus 2 is greater than 3. So you have to solve, and then you have to remove that positive 2. So you have to subtract 2 both sides. Got it? 2 minus 2 is 0. You are left with a, and 3 minus 2 is 1. That means all the values a has all the values that are greater than 1. Also a is not included. You have to draw an open circle at 1 because 1 is not included. X cannot be 1, and the graph is pointing at the right hand side because all the values are greater than 1. Okay, so just select the correct option, then click on the no, it is the first one. Just select the correct option, then click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is W over 4 is less than equal to 2. You have to solve the inequality first. So first of all, we have to isolate the W. So remove the 4 that it is dividing. So opposite to division is multiplication. Got it? Just multiply both sides by 4. So it would be W over 4 times 4 and 2 times 4. Got it? So 4 and 4 cancel out. You're left with just W. Sorry, not equal, less than equal. W is less than equal to 4 times 2 is 8. That means 8 x can be 8. So 8 is included in the graph. So it have a filled in circle. Got it? So and all the values are less than 8. So it is option number 1. Got it? So the correct option is option number 1. Got it? Select the correct option, then click on the very good OK button. Okay. Solve the inequality and graph the solution. So which option is the correct one? The solution, when you solve the inequality, it is m is less than 2. Got it? That means 2 is not included. So 2 has an open circle, and the point of the graph is pointing on the left hand side because you have all the values that are less than 2. Got it? So the correct option is option number 2. Very good. Option 2 is the correct one, not 1. Got it? So just select the correct option, then click on the OK button. Okay, you have to solve the inequality first. So z plus 4 is greater than 6. That means you have to isolate the variable z. So opposite to addition is subtraction. So just subtract both sides by 4. So it would be z plus 4 minus 4 and 6 minus 4, 4 minus 4 cancel, you are left with z, and 6 minus 4 is 2. Got it? That means 2x cannot be 2 and all the values that are greater than 2. So it would be option number 1. Got it? Very good. It would be option number 1. 2 is an open circle because 2x cannot be 2, and then that is the correct option. Just select the correct option, then click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is f plus 8 is less than equal to 10. So you have to isolate the variable f. So subtract 8 both sides, got it? Because opposite to addition is subtraction. So it would be 10 minus 8 is 2. So the solution is f is less than equal to 2. Got it? So which of the option is the correct one? X is less than equal to 2. So that means 2 is x can be 2. And you have all the values less than 2. So it would be on the graph is pointing on the left side. Got it? So option number 1 is the correct option. Got it? So just select the correct option, then click on the OK button. Okay, you can complete the test by yourself later today. So we are working on grade 8 maths. The chapter we are working on is one variable inequalities. And the lessons we have covered today are graph inequalities on number lines, write inequalities from number lines, solve one-step inequalities, and the one we just did is graph solutions to one-step inequalities. So if you have any question, you can ask. I'm here to answer all your questions. So that's all for today. Please make sure before the next session you have to complete all the test questions for the lessons we did today. So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9. Got it? So that's all for today. See you in the next session. Please click on the like button right below the video. That's all for today. Bye everyone.